my beloved child. Before you close this video, before distraction pulls your attention away, before your mind tells you this is just another ordinary message, listen carefully to me now, because this moment is not accidental. You did not arrive here by chance. There is a reason your heart paused here tonight. There is a reason these words found you at this exact moment in your life. And deep within your spirit, you already feel it. Something is shifting, something you cannot fully explain yet. My child, I know how tired you have become. I know there are nights when your thoughts refuse to let you rest. Nights where your body is exhausted, but your soul keeps carrying burdens no one else can see. You smile in front of people while silently fighting battles within yourself. You tell others you are fine while your heart quietly whispers, I cannot keep carrying this alone. But I heard every silent cry, even the ones you never spoke aloud, even the prayers that dissolved into tears before words could form. I was there. I have always been there. And tonight, I need you to understand something important. The season you are standing in right now is not the end of your story. It is the interruption before the transformation. Yes, my child, an interruption, because I am stepping into the middle of the fear that has controlled you for too long. I am stepping into the middle of the confusion, the exhaustion, the disappointment, the loneliness you tried so hard to hide from everyone around you. And before this night is over, something inside you will begin to awaken again. But listen closely now. Do not treat this moment casually. Do not scroll away too quickly, because the enemy has spent a long time trying to convince you that nothing will ever change, that you will always feel this heavy, that your prayers are unnoticed, that your future has already been decided by your failures, your pain, or your past mistakes. But those whispers were never the truth. My beloved child, I never abandoned you. Not during the nights you cried alone. Not during the moments you questioned your worth. Not during the seasons where doors kept closing and hope felt farther away each day. I was still walking beside you even when you could not feel my presence. And tonight, I am calling you closer again. Closer than fear, closer than doubt. Closer than the voices that keep telling you to give up. Because there is something you do not yet see. What felt like delay was preparation. What felt like silence was protection. And what felt like rejection was often my hand preventing you from walking into places that would have destroyed your peace. You may not fully understand that yet, but soon you will. My child, there are moments in life that appear ordinary on the outside but carry eternal significance within them. This is one of those moments. You thought you were simply watching another video, but heaven saw this moment long before you arrived here. As it is written, before they call, I will answer. While they are still speaking, I will hear. Isaiah 65:24. I heard your heart before you ever pressed play. I saw the hidden exhaustion within you. I saw the questions you never asked out loud because you were afraid of the answers. I saw the disappointment you buried deep inside yourself after waiting so long for things to change. And still, I stayed close, because my child, your story is not over. This current chapter is not your final destination. There is still healing coming. There is still restoration coming. There is still peace your soul has not experienced yet. But first, I need you to stop running from your pain. You have spent so much time pretending to be strong, pretending the heartbreak did not affect you, pretending the betrayal did not wound you, pretending the loneliness did not slowly drain your spirit. Yet every burden you hide continues to grow heavier within you. And tonight, I am asking you to stop carrying it alone. Bring it to me. Bring me the fear you never talk about. Bring me the anxiety that keeps you awake. Bring me the disappointment you still replay in your mind. Bring me the exhaustion of trying to survive every day while secretly feeling empty inside. You do not have to clean yourself before coming closer to me. You do not have to become perfect before I love you. You are already loved, even now, especially now. My beloved child, There is a reason your spirit has felt restless lately. A reason things no longer satisfy you the way they once did. A reason your soul keeps searching for something deeper. It is because I am awakening you, quietly, gently, slowly pulling you away from the version of yourself that learned to survive without peace. Because survival is not the same as living. And I created you for more than endless exhaustion. I created you for purpose, for peace, for restoration, for love that does not disappear when life becomes difficult. But listen carefully. The next season of your life cannot begin while you continue holding onto the weight of the old one. That pain you keep revisiting, that regret you keep replaying, that fear you keep feeding. It is exhausting your spirit. And tonight I am asking you to release it. Not because your pain was insignificant, but because I never intended for pain to become your permanent home. Do you understand, my child? You were not created to live trapped inside survival mode forever. You were not created to constantly fear the future. You were not created to carry shame like chains around your soul. You were created to walk in freedom. And even now, freedom is quietly moving toward you. Though you cannot fully see it yet. But this is only the beginning, because what I reveal next will change the way you understand everything you have been through. The tears, the delays, the heartbreak, the waiting, none of it was meaningless. None of it escaped my sight. And soon you will begin to see how I was working behind every moment you thought was empty. My beloved child, stay with me now. Do not let distraction steal this message from your spirit, because there is a breakthrough unfolding beneath the surface of your life already. Even if your eyes cannot see it yet, even if your emotions still feel uncertain, even if your heart still carries questions, I am moving quietly, powerfully, and this night marks the beginning of a new chapter within you. A chapter where fear no longer controls your future. A chapter where your hidden wounds begin to heal. A chapter where your soul finally realizes you were never abandoned. You were being prepared. Prepared for a transformation greater than you imagined. Prepared for a peace deeper than temporary happiness. Prepared for a future that will make sense of the seasons that almost broke you. And one day soon, my child, you will look back at this very moment and realize this was not just another night. This was the night heaven interrupted your despair. This was the night your spirit began awakening again. This was the night I reminded you that I never stopped loving you. So breathe deeply now, quiet your racing thoughts, and let these words settle into the deepest part of your heart. You are not forgotten. You are not alone, and your breakthrough has already begun. My beloved child, there is something you must understand tonight. Just because no one else noticed your pain does not mean I did not see it. I saw every hidden battle, every silent breakdown, every moment you locked yourself away from the world because you were too exhausted to explain what was happening inside your heart. People saw your smile, but I saw the heaviness behind it. People heard you say, "I'm okay," but I heard the trembling in your spirit. I know there were nights when you laid awake staring into the darkness, replaying conversations in your mind, wondering why certain people hurt you so deeply. I know there were mornings when getting out of bed already felt like carrying a mountain on your shoulders. And I know there were moments when you secretly wondered if anyone would truly understand the weight you have been carrying for so long. But my child, I understood. I always understood. Even when you could not find the words, even when your prayers became silence, even when your faith felt weak and distant, I stayed beside you through every moment of it. As it is written, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Psalm 34:18. You were never abandoned in your suffering, not once. You simply could not yet see what I was doing behind the pain. Because what almost broke you was also shaping you. I know that is difficult for you to understand right now. When the tears felt endless, when disappointment kept repeating itself, when people walked away without explanation, When the loneliness became so familiar that it started feeling normal, you wondered how any of it could possibly have purpose. But listen carefully now, my beloved. The enemy wanted your suffering to convince you that you were forgotten. He wanted the delays to make you bitter. He wanted the betrayals to make you stop trusting. He wanted the exhaustion to make you stop believing that your future could still change. Because if he could convince you to lose hope, he could keep you trapped in survival mode forever. But I never intended for your pain to destroy you. I intended to use it to awaken you. There are parts of your spirit that could only grow through the very battles you prayed to escape. The compassion within you, the wisdom within you, the discernment within you, the quiet strength you do not even recognize yet. All of it was being formed in hidden places. My child, I know how many times you cried privately after pretending to be strong for everyone else. You became the safe place for others while secretly feeling like you had nowhere to rest yourself. You listened to everyone else's problems while silently carrying wounds no one asked about. And eventually, your soul became tired. Not physically tired, soul tired. The kind of exhaustion sleep cannot fix. The kind of weariness that settles deep inside the heart after too many disappointments. But even there, I remained with you. Even in the moments where you felt emotionally numb. Even in the moments where you questioned your worth. Even in the moments where you wondered if your life would ever truly become peaceful again. I never stopped watching over you. My beloved child, do you remember the times you almost gave up completely? The moments where you whispered, "I cannot do this anymore." You thought nobody heard those words, but heaven heard every single one, and still, I carried you through. There were dangers you never saw, breakdowns you narrowly survived, decisions you almost made that would have led you into deeper pain. Yet somehow, something kept protecting you. Something kept stopping you from completely falling apart. That was me. Even when your faith became weak, I remained faithful to you. Even when you stopped believing in yourself, I never stopped believing in who you could become. But listen closely now. There is something important you still do not fully realize. The season that hurt you the most also revealed who truly belonged in your life. Pain uncovered what comfort used to hide. Some people only loved the version of you that benefited them. Some people only stayed while you were easy to handle. Some disappeared the moment you needed support yourself. And yes, my child, that wounded you deeply. Because you loved sincerely, you gave sincerely. You stayed loyal even when others did not deserve it. And part of you still struggles to understand why people you cared about could suddenly become distant, cold, or unrecognizable. But hear me carefully tonight. Not every loss was punishment. Some losses were protection. Some endings were necessary. Some people had to leave because they could not follow you into the next chapter I am preparing for you. You keep grieving doors that I intentionally closed. You keep revisiting relationships that were draining the life from your spirit. But my child, if I removed something from your life, there was a reason. Because I can see what you cannot yet see. I know what would have happened if certain people stayed. I know how much longer your soul would have suffered. I know the hidden damage that continued attachment would have caused. And because I love you, I interrupted it. Even when it hurt, even when you cried over it, even when you misunderstood my silence, I was still protecting your future. My beloved child, I know you sometimes compare yourself to others and wonder why their lives seem easier. You wonder why some people appear blessed while you continue walking through long seasons of waiting. But you are measuring your story too early. You are standing in the middle of the process and calling it the ending. What you do not yet realize is that I have been building something deeper within you than temporary comfort. Because comfort alone cannot sustain a soul. Only truth can. And through every battle, I have been teaching you truths you could never learn through easy seasons. You learned how fragile human approval can be. You learned how quickly worldly security disappears. You learned how deeply your soul needs peace that does not depend on circumstances. And most importantly, you learned that even when everything around you changes, I remain. My child, I know there are still wounds inside you that you try not to touch, memories that still sting, words spoken over you that continue echoing in your mind, moments of rejection that quietly shaped how you see yourself. And sometimes, you still hear those voices telling you that you are not enough, not attractive enough, not successful enough, not worthy enough, not important enough. But those voices never came from me, because I never created you to live imprisoned by self-hatred. You are not a mistake. You are not forgotten. You are not too damaged for restoration. My beloved, you survived seasons that should have destroyed you. And even though you call yourself weak, you are still standing. That alone should tell you something powerful. You are stronger than you realize, not because of your own strength, but because I have been sustaining you this entire time. Even now, while listening to these words, your spirit is beginning to remember something it almost forgot. Hope, not loud hope, not perfect hope, but the quiet kind that slowly starts breathing again after believing everything was over. And this is only the beginning, because soon you will understand why the battle became so intense before your breakthrough. Soon you will understand why darkness fought so hard to keep you discouraged. Soon you will see that heaven was never ignoring you. Heaven was preparing you, preparing your heart, preparing your spirit, preparing your future. But what God reveals next will change the way you see every battle you have faced until now. My beloved child, there is a reason the battle around your life has felt so intense. There is a reason peace has sometimes seemed so difficult to hold on to. There is a reason fear keeps trying to return the moment you begin hoping again. Because the struggle you have been facing was never only physical, it was spiritual. There has been a war around your mind, your heart, your future, and your identity for far longer than you realized. As it is written, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers. Ephesians 6:12. My child, many times you blamed yourself for battles that were never entirely your fault. You called yourself weak because anxiety kept returning. You called yourself broken because sadness lingered longer than expected. You questioned your worth because confusion clouded your thoughts. But you did not fully understand what was happening beneath the surface. The enemy understood something about you that you did not yet understand about yourself. He saw purpose inside you before you saw it. He saw potential inside you before you believed it. And because of that, he tried to exhaust you before you could step fully into who you were created to become. Why do you think the attacks intensified every time you got closer to healing? Why do you think discouragement appeared every time you started rebuilding hope? Why do you think fear whispered loudest whenever you began moving forward again? Because darkness fights hardest against people carrying light. And my beloved child, whether you realize it or not, you carry light within you. Not because you are perfect, not because you never struggle, but because I placed something eternal inside your spirit. Something the enemy hoped you would never discover. There were moments you thought you were simply overthinking, but sometimes the heaviness you felt came from a spiritual burden trying to convince you that you would never escape your pain. There were moments where hopelessness wrapped around your thoughts so tightly that even simple tasks became exhausting. Moments where you felt emotionally disconnected from everyone around you. Moments where your own mind became a battlefield. And still, you survived. Do you understand how significant that is? You survived battles people never even knew you were fighting. You kept going while silently carrying emotional storms within yourself. You kept showing up while fighting thoughts that tried to convince you to disappear. And my child, I need you to hear this clearly tonight. The fact that you are still here means the enemy failed. You may feel wounded, you may feel tired, you may still feel uncertain, but you are still standing, and that terrifies darkness more than you know. because every day you continue moving forward is proof that I have not left you. My beloved child, there were unseen moments where I protected you from things you never even noticed. Conversations that could have destroyed your peace, relationships that would have damaged your future, decisions that could have led you into deeper pain. You thought certain opportunities slipping away meant I had abandoned you, but often I was shielding you. There are battles I fought for you without your awareness. Nights where heaven stood between you and destruction while you slept unaware. Moments where I whispered strength into your spirit just to help you survive another day. And still, you kept believing you were alone. But you were never alone, not for a single moment. My child, I know how exhausting it became trying to fight invisible battles. One day feeling hopeful, the next day feeling completely drained again. One moment believing life might finally improve, then suddenly feeling fear return without warning. And because you could not always explain it, you started blaming yourself. But spiritual warfare often works quietly. It attacks your thoughts before your circumstances. It attacks your confidence before your calling. It attacks your identity before your breakthrough. Because if the enemy can convince you that you are powerless, you will stop walking toward the future waiting for you. That is why the voices around you became so cruel at times. You are too late. You are not enough. Nothing will ever change. You will always be this way. But my beloved, none of those voices came from me, because my voice does not speak hopelessness. My voice brings life. My voice restores. My voice reminds you that your story is still unfolding, even now, especially now. Listen carefully. The warfare intensified because your next season is closer than you think. The enemy attacks hardest before breakthrough. That is why your spirit has felt pulled between fear and expectation lately. Part of you senses change coming. Part of you feels something shifting. But another part of you remains terrified of disappointment. And that inner conflict has exhausted you. You want to trust again, but you are afraid to hope too much. You want to believe healing is possible, but past pain keeps whispering warnings into your heart. Still, I am asking you not to let fear make decisions for your future anymore, because fear has stolen enough from you already. Fear stole your sleep. Fear stole your peace. Fear stole opportunities you were ready for. Fear convinced you to shrink yourself just to avoid being hurt again. But my child, you were not created to live trapped inside fear. You were created to walk in freedom. And tonight, chains are beginning to break that you cannot even see yet. The heaviness over your spirit is not permanent. The confusion clouding your mind is not permanent. The sadness you secretly carry is not permanent. I am already moving within places you thought would never heal. But there is something important you must understand now. The battle was never proof that I abandoned you. The battle was proof that your life carries significance. Ordinary people do not face extraordinary resistance. The intensity of the warfare around your life was connected to the weight of your purpose. The enemy does not waste energy attacking empty destinies. And deep down, you have always sensed that your life was meant for more, even when you doubted yourself. Even when others underestimated you. Even when your circumstances looked small. There has always been a quiet voice within you whispering, there must be more than this. That whisper came from me because I did not create you merely to survive life. I created you to transform through it. My beloved child, some of the greatest battles you faced were actually preparing you to help others one day. The pain that taught you compassion, the rejection that taught you discernment, the loneliness that taught you how deeply souls need love, the anxiety that taught you dependence on me, none of it was meaningless. Even now, I am turning your wounds into wisdom, and one day, people will find healing through the very battles you survived. But first, you must stop seeing yourself as defeated. You are not defeated. You are under construction. You are in transition. You are healing in ways you cannot fully measure yet. And though darkness tried to convince you that your life was falling apart. Heaven says your life is being rebuilt, stronger, wiser, deeper, closer to purpose than ever before. So breathe again, my child. You do not need to fear every battle anymore, because I am fighting beside you. Even when your emotions feel unstable, I remain steady, even when your thoughts become noisy. My voice remains true, even when you feel too weak to continue. My strength is still carrying you, and soon, very soon, you will begin to understand why the enemy tried so desperately to stop you before this next season arrived. But first, there is something God must reveal about the waiting season that almost broke your faith completely.